Hi guys, Brian Jones with B3 Archery. Today we're giving some tech tips on changing the sensitivity and travel on our thumb buttons. We've talked about changing some springs around. Another thing that sometimes when you're making all these changes, you can get your release really just where you're like, man, I don't know how I've got it set. So how do I kind of get it back to a point where I feel like I've got it safe again and I'm at a starting point to shoot it and make my adjustments? It's really simple. You want to look at your side screw and make sure it's just kind of flush. You don't want it down inside the handle or backed out so you're not seeing any threads. So that's got your spring. That's holding your tension on your spring. To make those adjustments, the first thing you would do is you go ahead and engage the release. You'll depress the cock, in which engages all your sears. Make sure your hook's closed, and you just kind of feel and see where it's at. You know, kind of get a feel for it. Cock it again, and now you want to see really truly where it's set at. You go to the underside of the release, and you'll just take your socket cap screw, and you're going to turn it clockwise and very slowly. And you see now I moved that not a lot, and now it's fired. So what's that tell me? Release is not safe anymore. It's not going to hold. You see, I can't really make it engage. So now what I'll do is I'll back it out, say a 1/16 or an 1/8 of return, but I'm going to crack that back, and now it's set where it's going to hold. So it's safe again. So now I've got it back in a position that I can start playing with it and shooting it some and make minor adjustments from there. So now let's say, man, I got it, but it's not, I don't really like it. I want it to be a little bit lighter, and I don't want to mess with my side screw. So I can go ahead and re-engage the release, and I'll go ahead and put my Allen wrench back in there. I'm gonna barely move it till I feel it move. I didn't move it much, I really just felt it move. So now I'm actually re-engaged, and I'm checking the release. Still a little bit heavy, but there was no travel. I didn't sense any travel in checking that release. So I checked it again. Very simple. Do that, and it allows you to get it back into a home position and have the release in a safe setting. So little tech tip, how to make that release back in a safe setting so you can start shooting the release and make adjustments again.